This video is sponsored by Hooks and Needles. Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out how you can receive 20% off your first box. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be working with, yet again, Hooks and Needles. They were very, very generous to send me not one, but 2 boxes. I have in my possession a knitting and crochet box. If you know anything about my channel, I have indeed tried 1 knitting box and 1 crochet box from Hooks and Needles. So I'm very, very excited to yet again try another knitting and crochet box. If you don't know, Hooks and Needles is a monthly subscription box that is carefully curated with high quality yarns from Peru or Italy, as well as exciting patterns every single month. And it also comes with a free gift such as stitch markers or crochet hooks or needles, project bags, all sorts of goodies. And I'm very, very excited to see what we have in today's boxes. Hooks and Needles offers 3 kinds of subscription boxes, from knitting to crochet to even an amigurumi box, which would be really cool if you've never tried amigurumi before. It gives you all of the necessary tools to make the crafts. No matter what box you choose, there is guaranteed a pattern for everyone. Each box comes with 3 different kinds of patterns, from beginner to intermediate to advanced. So even if you're not super big into crochet or knitting, you maybe don't have the knowledge, there is something there for you as well, and it will walk you through every single step of the way, where every single pattern has a QR code that you can scan, and it will link to a video tutorial. So if you don't do so well with written instructions, there is something for visual learners as well. It's super easy to receive your box each month. Hooks and Needles will send you an email reminding you that your subscription is up for renewal and to expect the payment to come out, as well as if you want to pause your subscription or cancel it entirely. They are very much hassle-free. I know we all love that, to where you don't have to get on the phone and call somebody to pause your box or cancel it. Hooks and Needles is perfect for the type of person like me who does not like to sit on the phone. Hooks and Needles is very much community-based, where they have an Instagram as well as a Facebook page that you can chat with fellow subscribers or just people in the community that share your hobbies and passions. So I think I've chatted long enough. Let's go ahead and hop into the unboxing of the knit as well as the crochet box and see what this month has to offer. So I am very, very excited to see what is in this box. This is the crochet box. They were kind enough to mark which box was which. I have already cut the tape on each box just to make it easier to get into, but I have not seen what is inside. So let's go ahead and unbox this together. All right, starting the unboxing. Always in the boxes you will receive a magazine that has all of the written patterns, tips and tricks, as well as a recipe of the month, which I am very excited to see what it is this month. So again, this is the crochet box. I will show you the magazine here in just a second because it does reveal everything we've gotten in the box, and I don't want to spoil anything for myself yet. So first thing on top are these cards that say yarn information. This is probably something to help you maybe organize your yarn stash. We will see here in the magazine in just a second, but I want to go ahead and jump into the yarn because there are some very exciting colors in here. We have this kind of cream, off-white, this mauve purple, and this beautiful blue. Look at these colors. So these yarns are from Italy. Let me just double check. Yes, all 3 of them are from Italy. They are 100% extra fine merino wool. They come in 99 yards or 50 grams worth of yarn. Very beautiful. They're very soft. I've worked with these yarns before and I love them. So stinking soft. There is something else here in the box. It's maybe a bag. I'm not entirely sure. It's Paris themed. Ooh, very pretty. It looks like it's maybe made of canvas or something. Let's go ahead and jump into the magazine and see what we're working with here, because I honestly don't know what that is. So opening to the front page of the magazine here, we can see, okay, I was right. The little yarn information labels is for you to fill out and kind of organize your stash basically. So in this hole punch here in the corner, you can take a little bit of your yarn and tie it in there like that. And this, oh, this Paris case is actually a crochet hook case, and this was this month's free gift. I'm very, very excited for that. I love to take my crochet projects with me, and this will be really nice to travel with. definitely excited for that. So this month's total value in the box is actually $74.80. And if you know from watching some of my previous videos, you only pay less than half of that. So you're definitely getting your money's worth when it comes to this box. So going through the magazine, you get a bunch of tips and tricks when it comes to helping you crochet, such as how to fix extra stitches or to frog your projects, how to loosen or tighten your tension if you're not reaching gauge, which is pretty cool. So the colors that we got are pink, blue, and cream. So I was very close to the color names for sure. And looking here in the magazine, we have our 3 projects for the month. So the first one here is a glasses pouch. It's very beautiful. It looks like it's made out of maybe some sort of granny hexagon situation. We have a color block cushion cover, which is very beautiful. But the pattern that is definitely catching my eye is the advanced pattern for this month, which is the twisty cowl. It is beautiful. I am definitely loving that for sure. I'm going to be making that. It's beautiful. So like I said, each pattern is ranked. So here is the beginner pattern. It is the glasses pouch. The intermediate pattern is of course the cushion cover. And the pattern I'm very excited for, which is the advanced, is the twisty cowl. Also, another beneficial thing of having all of the written patterns out for you is all of the yarn that you receive in your box is not enough to make all 3 projects for the month. However, since you already have the written instructions and the video tutorials at your disposal, you could use your own yarn and therefore make every single project if they're all speaking to you, of course. In every single magazine, you also get a craft of the month, which is very exciting. This month's is a macrame feather wall hanging, which is very beautiful. Macrame is definitely like in at the moment. I feel I see it everywhere, as well as tips and tricks for the month. So tips for this month are how to crochet faster, which I know a lot of people are interested in for sure. And again, in the magazine are the social media handles for Hooks and Needles if you would like to join their talks or their community and things like that. It's very nice to talk with a bunch of like-minded people who share your passion for the craft. So I will of course link those in the description box as well if you're interested in joining. So that was our crochet box. Let's go ahead and get into the knit box. I'm very, very excited for this one as well. So again, opening the box, right on top we have the knitting magazine for the month. I'm going to set it aside so we don't spoil anything. But oh, it looks like our box got a little shaken about, but on top we have more of the yarn information cards, which will be very nice to organize your stash. Another thing on top is the Soak Gentle Laundry Soap. So this looks like it's maybe a wool wash. If you have never worked with wool or a natural fiber before, you typically have to hand wash it, and when it comes to blocking, you soak it. And then kind of squeeze the water out and things like that. So that's probably what this is for. Of course, we'll find out more in the packet, but I'm very, very excited for that. We have a little box here. Not sure what's in here. It doesn't say anything. Got some tissue paper. What is this? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. This is a little yarn ball candle. Oh my gosh. That is so adorable. That's never getting burned. That's definitely going to be for looks for sure. That is so gorgeous. It honestly smells just like the teeniest bit of scent, like fresh in a way. It definitely has like a fresher kind of scent to it, but I love the look of that candle, a little yarn ball. That's beautiful. That's definitely going to be displayed in my room. I'm never going to burn that. And the final things in the box are, of course, the yarn, which I'm so excited for because this green is beautiful. Okay, so this yarn is made in Italy as well. Looking at it, however, this is actually a different yarn entirely, I feel like. This is also 100% extra fine merino wool, but this looks like it's merino elegance. This is 137 yards and 50 grams per thing of yarn. This is so soft. let me grab the yarn from the crochet box because they definitely are different. So yes, this is their Merino Majesty from the crochet box. And again, this is the Merino Elegance from the knitting box. They're both very soft. They're both made in Italy. I can just notice that they're maybe plied differently. This one seems a little bit thinner than the one here on the bottom, but again, both just as soft. So the color palette for the knitting box is the blue, green, and white. And for the crochet box, we have blue, pink, and white. But both very beautiful. This colorway is definitely speaking to me, but let's go ahead and see what the projects are for the knitting box this month. So for the first page here, we can see the value. Yes, so I was right. The little candle is our free gift. I love that little yarn ball. That is so beautiful. You can see here everything that we got in this box. This month's value was $72.79. But again, the candle was our free gift. And again, we got more of the yarn labels and the soak laundry care. An extra gift because you deserve it. That's so cool. So yes, in the knitting box this month, we did receive 2 free gifts, which was the candle and the soak. I am very, very excited for that candle. Absolutely. It is a hand-poured candle to fill your space with a cozy and comforting fragrance. It is very like fresh smelling, like I said, but I will not be burning that candle. I will definitely be using that for decoration. It's beautiful. So the colors that we got in the knitting box this month are green, dark blue, and white. So the 3 projects that are in the knitting box this month, I'm going to have a very hard time figuring out which one I want to do. So the first one, which is the beginner, is the table topper here. The intermediate pattern is here, the lace washcloth, which is very beautiful, and the advanced knitting project for this month is a cable heart headband. Now, if you don't know, when I tried the knitting box from Hooks and Needles the first time, I did learn how to knit cables. I actually knitted a cabled cup cozy. I'll put it here on screen. And that was my first time ever knitting cables, and I just used the written directions. I did not need the video tutorial. It was very thorough and very easy. So this headband is definitely calling to me, especially for those kind of cooler spring, summer nights. But the table topper is also very beautiful, and honestly, I'm so surprised that that is the beginner pattern for this month. It looks very intricate, but Hooks and Needles is very thorough. They have step-by-step pictures as well as the QR code to scan for the video tutorial if you're more of a visual learner, and of course need something step-by-step. The lace washcloth is again very beautiful, but I think that that cable headband is something I am going to do for sure. The knitting magazine also has tips and tricks for how to knit faster. Of course, that's always something that people are interested in learning. And again, the monthly DIY is the macrame feather wall hanging. And that is officially everything in the knitting magazine. So I am very, very excited to hop into one of these projects. Honestly, I'm thinking we're gonna have to make like that table topper, maybe in the green. If you don't know, green obviously is one of my favorite colors. It's actually like the main color in my house, and this is beautiful. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do this, or even like the headband is beautiful. I honestly can't make up my mind. Maybe we'll do a little, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. To figure out which of the 6 projects I will be making in this video with you guys, let's use a random number generator to figure out if I will be knitting or crocheting a project with you. So I am just going to say that maybe knitting is going to be 1, 2, 3. So the table topper will be 1, the washcloth will be 2, the headband will be 3. Crochet, the sunglasses will be 4. The pillow cover will be 5, and the little cozy cowl will be 6. So with that, let's go ahead and see what number we are going to get. I'm just going to ask my phone really quickly. Choose a number between 1 and 6. And we got 3. Okay, so 3 is actually the cable heart headband in our knitting box. So let me go ahead and pull up this pattern here. I'm very, very excited for that one. That one is beautiful. Like I said, I first knit cables using the Hooks and Needles subscription box, so I'm very excited to make this headband. So for this pattern, we are going to need 40 grams of our yarn, which I'm thinking we'll use white. It will be like the most wearable, I guess. Like I can wear it more often than the blue or the green. We're also going to need a set of 3.5 circular knitting needles and a 3.5 double pointed knitting needle. So the great thing about Hooks and Needles actually is from my previous attempt at using the knitting subscription box, I actually got both of those things, the 3.5 circular knitting needle as well as a 3.5 double pointed knitting needle. So another good thing about Hooks and Needles is it will send you all of the tools necessary to create the patterns for that month, as well as it will utilize things that you've gotten from your previous boxes. So it's really great to help build up your stash of tools. So along with our needles and yarn, we also need scissors and stitch markers, which I received both of those in a previous box. So now that we know what project we're doing, as well as have everything we need necessary to complete the project, let's go ahead and hop right into making our cabled heart headband. Jumping straight into it, I have my knitting magazine here with me, my beautiful yarn, and my necessary knitting needles. I also have a pair of scissors that I've received in a past box. They are stainless steel, as well as some stitch markers from another box. They are adorable. I love them so much. There's something there for everybody. Here is the pattern that we are going to be doing, our little heart cabled headband. And I love these knitting needles. They are very reminiscent of Chow Goo knitting needles if you've ever tried those before. They're super, super like slick, so the yarn doesn't have any sort of resistance. They slide right off. They're very smooth, and I just started casting on. It was a beautiful day. I was sitting outside. I am very, very happy that the weather is getting warmer here in East Tennessee. Actually, for a matter of fact, as you guys are watching this, I am currently at the beach. I am at Hilton Head. I have never been here before, but I'm very, very excited to be here. But I really wanted to start on this project before I left home. And it is honestly so easy. This is only my second time ever knitting cables. And I'm also using my little double pointed knitting needle that came in a previous box. I keep everything in the packaging just so I know what's what and where I got it. Let me know if you do that as well down in the comments below. Everything that I have when it comes to tools or something, I keep in the packaging for whatever reason. I actually do have a set of cable needles, which are just shorter double pointed knitting needles, but I wanted to use everything that I received from Hooks and Needles. And here's my progress. This cable pattern is like a 12-row repeat, so I'm just showing you every single row. The heart honestly starts to look like a pretzel. I love it so much. It looks so beautiful, but here's how it's looking. I honestly am not very proficient with cables, but this box made it super easy. So if you want to see the full headband, head over to my Instagram. Here's the handle on screen. It's xnitty-gritty. But I really am excited to finish this headband, so I'll see you over on Instagram and we'll close out the video. Well, that's everything for today's video. I hope something in one of these boxes caught your eye. I love Hooks and Needles. I've worked with them many times in the past, so I know they are a reputable source as well as a very good subscription box. So with that being said, I will put my code here on the screen. It is KNIT20. If you use my code, I will receive a commission, as well as you will receive 20% off your first subscription box with Hooks and Needles. I will also link down in the description box my affiliate code if you would like to support the channel or me as a content creator. I would really appreciate it, but no pressure. I just want everyone to get their hands on a Hooks and Needles box because it really is so fun and honestly nice to not think about what kind of project I'm going to make, use high quality yarns, as well as receive super cute notions as you guys saw in today's video. So I hope everyone enjoys, and I hope you all have a great week. Bye!